You know, sometime, yeah? Sometimes you come on this platform and you say what you say, right? And some people convince themselves that you need them approval if you say what you have to say, right? You know, me do a live last night. I said to myself, say, it's a sad state when we watch Jamaicans in America parade down in Bronx, New York, right? Over 128,000 or more than that, right? And I'm saying in my live last night, there's nothing to celebrate as a Jamaican outside of Jamaica, which part the Jamaican diaspora community is larger than the Jamaicans who live in the actual country. And somebody going on my live, somebody going on my DM. But listen to me now. Me not come for nobody punch my card. Let me tell you this, man. Because you know at the end of the day, right? A lot of us are celebrate victories that's delusional. We are celebrate the victory that we convince ourselves and tell ourselves there's a victory. We are celebrate loss and tell ourselves that is victory. 100 or 200,000 or however much Jamaican are march down in New York to the drums and the sounds of Jamaica. That's not a strength. That's a weakness. Let me say it again. So when you want to go in my DM and you want to say what me a talk about, me don't know what me a talk about. Let me tell you this. You can't celebrate the strength of your country in somebody else's country. Come the 4th of July, you don't see Americans gather and celebrating America greatness in a next man country. Rather than out in America celebrate Jamaica greatness, you know what we don't like to see what the 200 or the 150,000 Jamaican do? A march for freedom, a march for transparency, a march for your end to corruption, and a march for a better future for Jamaica. Because while you convince yourself that Jamaica great and Jamaica little but with Talawa, the very issues that cost you to migrate from Jamaica to go look a better life still exist at Jamaica. So when me take out my phone and me talking on my phone, nowadays I just realize I have to talk because some of you don't know truth from lies. Some of you go on like you know one wrong become right. The harsh reality is Jamaica have a bigger diaspora community outside of Jamaica than within Jamaica. And a lot of Jamaicans migrate from Jamaica in search of a better life. Me not talk to you from Jamaica. You understand me? And all of them people were marching in America the other day, whether New York, I think when the numbers came in, the numbers, one was 120,000. They projected are more than that Jamaicans was marching in New York in terms of celebrating Jamaica. I'm not telling you, don't celebrate Jamaica. But you know, if us black people would I know what victory look like, know what true liberation look like, know what freedom look like, maybe. You know, the beauty, the good thing, the bad thing, and the sad thing about social media nowadays, it's all there. Everybody claim that them want back them country. Everywhere you go nowadays, I was watching a video on Facebook, this white guy is in Asda. And he's just sick of seeing the sight of black people because some reason them think black people is a problem that is their problem. In a 2026, everybody think black people are them problem. Everybody think immigrants are them problem. Everybody think migrants who no born, who no look like them, who no pray like them, who no eat like them, who no live are in the same social circle like them is a problem in their country. So it's time for us as black people to start demand that our leaders create a country. If it's not for us, if it's not for me, if it's not for you, if it's too late for me, if it's too late for you, it's time for us. Don't get comfortable where we are. Don't get comfortable. Don't get so comfortable and so complacent that you are celebrate a loss and convince yourself that it's a victory. When you want to march in America, when you want to march in America, when you want to celebrate Jamaica greatness, because someone who can't see the irony in it. They are full of shit. Blessed, because them coming and be DM come provoke me. I do me live last night. And some of them don't understand, say, everybody come on this platform for them punch them card. And everybody come on this platform with the right to agree with me. Because you know what? Somebody sent me a video with Buju Banton and Rat. And it's like the person I said to me, say, I've been in your life and everything with me, your Buju Banton, I say, you are saying. So we understand, say, some people come on a live here and some people it come from a good source. Me not just come over here so come talk. Me sit down, me read and me reflect. And sometimes some of us is too close to the situation, so we can't see the situation. When I look on America every July 4th, I don't see 20,000 Americans marching down in Jamaica and celebrating America greatness. The same America that, if that was the case, would have sold them down the pan. We as black people at times we wake up and stop live delusional. We are far too delusional. And we can't pass on this level of delusion to our children and our children's children. You can't convince yourself that Jamaica great and you love Jamaica. Blessed love, my fam. Whole Caribbean government needs to be jailed. The whole of them. That's why Donald Trump pushed them out and turned them country in the dumping ground. Africa, you know, before me even want to divert, me say Ghana said them want to bring in a whole free trade and connect the West Indies with Africa. It's too little, too late. It is, as you know, but let me say that they said the best time to plant a tree was last year. Or yesterday, but the best time to plant is now. And if you are following the geopolitics, Africa is looking at the Caribbean and saying to the Caribbean, all right, we are going to connect Africa with the Caribbean because that's the only way our children stand a chance in this wretched world. It is the only way. So when I look and I see a lot of Jamaican gather in America, so them want to blessed love. Me can't tell lie. Last night me do me live, you know. Me come with my notes, you know. Me come with my notes because what we understand, even though we have social media platform, some people have to ask a difficult question and have a difficult conversation, you know. We can't out there celebrate the size of the diaspora without honestly calculating what Jamaica lost by having so much of its human capital abroad. Now I not tell you say no be proud to be Jamaican. But the next time we don't feel like we march in America and say Jamaica great. Because the greatness of Jamaica we want to embrace and we want to profit off it. The greatness of Jamaica we not for out there put up to the world and say Jamaica is this influential country. We have our own music, we have our own food, we have our own identity. That's not the Jamaica that you are profiting of. The Jamaica where you know is the Jamaica that drive you out of it. So the next time we don't want to show Jamaica true strength. How about you hold up a placard and say, let's end injustice. Let's end corruption. Let's have a more transparent Jamaica. So that if your children want to go back to Jamaica, if your grandchildren want to go back to Jamaica, if your great-grandchildren want to go back to Jamaica, there's a Jamaica there for them to go back to. I have to ask myself as black, you know, as me saying at the live, you know, I love the story when Eve eat the apple. When Eve eat the apple, because a lot of us miss the story. But the first thing we're told after Eve eat the apple, they realized that they were naked. That means that them develop a sense of awareness. And I feel like black people in a 2026, and the world is screaming at black people, where is your awareness? Where is your awareness? Because you see, as long as me stress out, make people can't get, we need to be, but what we are going to do? But anyway, if you see me and if you have the same like-minded, we have to share the message, we have to awaken you early morning, you get the message, you could end anywhere on TikTok or in my life. So there's a reason why you see me. You understand me? We have to use our brain. The mentality, our mentality need to change. But I feel like sometimes our biggest problem is the diaspora. Because even me have a video on this platform say, oppression is not progression. So you out there celebrate Jamaica greatness in America. That does not mean Jamaica is great. That means that Jamaica is unfair. The mere fact that there is more Jamaican living outside of Jamaica than within the country. If that was a white country, that would have been a national concern. Can you imagine more Americans living outside of America than America? Can you imagine more British people living outside of Britain? A matter of fact, them realize a lot of British people are migrate and them are try to get to the bottom of it. So some people are say the tax too high. Them have to go change the tax. Them have to go make UK become more business friendly because they are busy finding out like, why is our people leaving our shores? And we out there a march to reggae music, a cook jerk chicken, a wrap ourselves in a Jamaica flag and say, oh, Jamaica is great. So great is Jamaica. that it has driven you from the shores. So great is Jamaica. So how about the next time you feel free march and showcase Jamaica greatness? Or how about you use it to highlight, hey, we need crime to come down. We need corruption to come down. We need the government to put policies in place. We need a better Jamaica where we can see ourselves and see that we have a future. So as long as you have to look, and to be honest, the youngest, the brightest, and the fittest is moving to build a next country. That's nothing to celebrate. There's more Irish in Australia than in Ireland because the Irish government. So exactly. So and I bet you the Irish people, they're not gonna lose them culture, but they're not going to out there celebrating and say Ireland is so great. No, it might be great for some. It might be so great for some, but the truth of the matter is it is not working. Jamaica has not worked for at least 2 million Jamaicans. So even if we are going to say 2 million Jamaican are to leave Jamaica shore, and then, because I think about 3 million Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica, so 2 million are to leave, go in search of a better life, and they start families. The Chinese buy up the Caribbean island. But if it's for sale, if it's for sale, they'll buy it. We can't blame people who are coming to Jamaica and have the money because the government now put the system in place for help the citizens them to unlock the capital in our country. A matter of fact, if you was a Jamaica, walk into a bank at Jamaica, you're a criminal until proven innocent. Think about it. You can't go a Jamaica and go open a bank account in a private. You have to walk with police, you have to walk with pastor, you have to walk with the two dogs them in the yard, and you have to walk with your ex-girlfriend, you have to walk with everybody to tell them say you are not a criminal. So in a Jamaica, we have a system where black people in a them own country are criminal until proven innocent. So when me see you there wrap yourself in your flag and say Jamaica the greatest island, and I'm like, okay, these people are actually delusional. Because we know for a fact that Jamaica is not working for some. And no matter of fact nowadays, we don't even know who Jamaica is working for. But we know that Jamaica they work for the people where you get charged for illicit enrichment. We know Jamaica they work for the political class. We know Jamaica they work for the business elite them. We know who Jamaica is working for. So rather than uno march down America Street to the drum beat of Kumbaya, big up yourself, rather than uno rap on yourself, because you see uno black, especially one of the America criminal politics, and especially uno Jamaican or the America, uno are part of the problem. Because for some reason uno convince yourself, some reason uno convince yourself say Jamaica is just this big paradise. You know, the other day I watched something with the current and in the Ministry of Tourism, Ed Bartley. And I think I did do a video on it. You know, he must say Jamaicans have access to the beach, you know. When it's clear as day, because I think even foreign channel fly down and did a documentary on it and declare that Jamaicans are landlocked. You know, like most Jamaicans only have access to maybe 1% of the beach. You know, and they are always out there. We have a current administration where everybody is lying apart from them. Unfortunately, Jamaica have a government system where everybody is lying apart from them. And the voters believe the same thing. The mouthpiece believe the same thing. Everybody who is aligned with the current administration of Jamaica believe that everybody a lie. Everybody a tell lie apart from them. So even the Integrity Commission, when them care them go court, the judge look and said, no, Mr. Prime Minister, you have a case to answer. Kick it back out, and him still not accept that him have a case to answer. So he's kicking it further up the train. Everybody a tell lie upon them. The Integrity Commission a tell lie. The IC, the Auditor General a tell. Everybody a tell lie upon the current administration. Yeah, you know me talk to somebody at Jamaica yesterday. Me talk to them, and she posts a lot of more young people content, more mindful content, and she was saying, you know, I'm giving it up because it seems to be people at Jamaica is allergic to truths and allergic to common sense and allergic to content where them can find value and substance in it. And even myself come over here, I'm attest to it. I am very much attest to it. I have people coming on my DM and they threaten me, they say me attack this, and what they think nowadays is the most common insult, SYM. Them try tell you about your mother, them try to do every God Almighty thing because them don't want to hear the truth. It seems like a lot of government are working together. Yes, the world are run by one evil cabal, you know. The world are run by one evil cabal. Whether you're the UK, whether you're the America, the world are run by one set of people. So don't you ever look for your black leaders and think your black leaders are not compromised, because equally as important as the white leaders them in a various part of the world has been compromised, so is your black leaders. Right? If you live in America, if you live in England, the last election happened in England, I reside, I have the right to vote, but I've wake up to the realization. So why do I vote? Because my vote is for some Jewish people, or my vote now no meaning. Like, and we been here and see that our government has actually gotten help and aid from Israel the last time Jamaica had a category 5 or 6 hurricane. So we know Jamaica has a close relationship with Israel, and we never want to talk about what they mean to the world and what they are doing to the world. So nowadays we find it's a case of it's us versus them. Right? And they see us as less than, and the political and the ruling class, everybody does a crave for themselves, and there is no accountability, and they don't care about. But nowadays now the people, that's why they have spent so many years systematically muddy the water, weaken the people, keep some of them honest, some of them jugged up, some of them divided, some of them are talk about religion, some of them are talk about sexual orientation, and nobody now talk about the true problem, which is the ruling people, the people in power. So, yeah. We're not going to get anywhere, you know, because it has said, divided, united we stand, divided we fall. So the world is divided. People easily, yeah, people, I think people not care about substance nowadays. People is actually just everybody in them own echo chamber, and I believe what them want to believe. So the world is fragmented. As I said one time, the people are getting weaker while the government are getting stronger. So we have a system nowadays where the government, every government do as them feel. No government is for the people by the people. No, there's not one government in this world. If you live in America, American government are more interested in what's happening in Israel than America. And if you live in the UK, they are more interested in what's happening in Israel rather than what's happening in the UK. And on top of that, we have aid for profit, because we see what happened in Ireland the other day. Me hear it sometimes about the fear. Yeah, you understand me? So if we see what happened nowadays, we have aid for profit. A lot of people will be collecting money to go there and spread hate and spread division, talk about Muslims, or talk about, you notice everybody nowadays wanted to be afraid of some of the most peaceful people. Especially in England and America, they want you to be afraid. Like if you come across a true Muslim or a true somebody who practice Islam, like a lot of people act as if Christianity is not Christianity is as extreme. Because if, as I said it before, if you are a true Christian, like most black people, that's why black people walk away from Christian. Because Christian is a very extreme religion. You have an extreme ideology of what the world is supposed to be, especially when it comes to your women. Your women, like Christian women, are no more oppressed than a woman wearing a burqa. What's going on with the government has to open? Yeah, of course. But them don't want you open up your eye, because it has come from the top, the talking points. And with social media now, everything is popping up out there, and a lot of people are too weak. A lot of people are not in control of their mind. A lot of people make social media algorithm and them favorite so-called influencers that do them thinking for them. So them see people are come up and speak and I rile them up, because what people are doing, if you not control your emotions will control you. And 99% of the current humanity are not in control of the emotions. So Tommy Robbins will come and manipulate the emotions. Nigel Farage come and manipulate the emotions. Your favorite feminist come and manipulate the emotion. Your favorite toxic masculinity man come when I say my alpha male. Because a lot of them have to be cooked up and drugged up to tap into the energy where them want to push out, and them only want to can maintain that for 5-10 minutes. You understand? Well, a lot of people don't understand, say we are living at the age where it's just mind control and manipulation and control your emotion to get a reaction. And the more them control your emotions, and the more profitable them come out, them become. Tommy Robinson is a business model off of 8. Nigel Farage a profit off of 8 and uncontrolled emotion. You tell me one person nowadays where you talk about, because this is social media, it is an emotional platform, and the more emotionally riled up it can get you, and the more profitable it become. Yeah, the whole world messed up now. But we have to talk and get people to understand, because some people don't know what they happen to them, you know. Some people don't know what they happen to them. So it's like people like we, when we dip on the battlefield now, we can tell people, say, are your emotion, you know. Them are control your emotion. Them are control your energy. Them are control your frequency. Imagine somebody a come tell you if you hate a Muslim, we never lay a straw in your way. You ever amongst Muslim? You can never amongst Muslim and them a break bread and a break bread with you, you know. And them you reach a stage between England to America. Them come tell us that some of the most peaceful people is the most fearful people. I tell them I watch one video on TikTok where Facebook, which part one Christian woman licked down one house at Jamaica. Who wicked more than Christian? Who wicked more than Christian? Answer me no, man. Always more wicked. That's where we are in society. And if you are too blind to see, then them are manipulating and them are profit off of your ignorance. But as a wise man say, ignorance is a fear. Once you know, a lot of people are ignorant, so they are fearful because them not take the time to learn something, to understand it. So they develop this level of fear, and that's why people who understand history and claim say them have people that follow them. Them have tell people to live a fear-based life. Muslim, you know, we just show you, you know. From my experience, so we just tell you, so them come tell us, say, fear the people who you need to fear the least. You can't even be a Muslim unless you believe in Jesus. But then again, when I get caught up in the nuance, you know. But if you come to your own conclusion and say you have to fear them, you fear them. But a lot of people nowadays now do them own thinking. Everything nowadays is just geared to get people riled up and to get people not in control of the emotions and not in control of them actions, which are further some dark shadow and some dark network and some cabal work. That's what. But at the end of the day, we as a people, me have to speak for my people, and we try to speak in a voice where we can understand and realize that there is work to be done. I say of punking Africa enslaved their own too. All nation, everybody enslave everybody. A lot of people are slave. That's the problem. Because even bring me right back to why I come online. A lot of people are enslaved and think they are free. A lot of people, remember Bob Marley saying you have to emancipate yourself from mental slavery. So we can't get into a frame of mind to think say we are not slave unless you have truly decolonized your mind. You are not free, because this is what bring me over here. We going to see 120,000 Jamaican or 200,000 Jamaican celebrate Jamaica greatness as if they are actually participating in that greatness. You may be on your birth paper, you might be a Jamaican, but you have never participated in Jamaica greatness. So we don't know what about. This is a problem, right? So don't you know what the empty comments was about? That's a problem. No. If you want to break it down for me, you know what I mean? We are trying to get through why we come over here. So a lot of people don't understand. Say they get caught in that. We need a leader. I would not volunteer to be a black leader, because nobody know. Every leader we survive in the black communities are misleaders. No, you're someone in the okay, no, give thanks. You have to interact, you know. Leaders, black people don't know what leadership look like. They're never going to ever appreciate a true leader. If the people who benefit the most in the black communities are not real leaders, they are misleaders, and they are just porcupine and just thief and robbers. You know, as we say from week, we are talking about the Road Traffic Act. Remember, you know, point and case. Last year, they make 4.3 billion Jamaican dollars. And then this year, they said they want to increase that to 120% increase on top of that. You know, and these are the leaders that we have that looking in your country and say, we just are going to exploit the people them as much as possible. We're going to spend millions of dollars throwing a gala. We're going to spend millions of dollars on fireworks while a section of Jamaica still haven't recovered. A section of Jamaica still waiting for help. So we don't have any leaders that care for the people them. No country you're going to right now. Nobody is leading with the people in mind. No country you're going to. Whether you live in Jamaica, whether you live in America, whether you live in England, no country is governing. But we need leaders. You see the one like you. We need them to come together. And we can come. We are over here trying to do what we can. We are over here trying to do what we can. And we get our fair share of compliments as much as we get our fair share of attack. But if we can tell the people them say we can, we don't know what the answer to this. Is it revolution? Is it standing up and fighting back? None of we know the answers. But at the same time, there's not one country. Because if you live in America or you live in England, high taxation, like not to focus on what listen to and just do. Like not focus on who not to listen and just do it. No, so what we are trying to do, we come over here and try to educate and try to enlighten. So we are still trying to do our bit. From time to time, some people, I think the last time somebody asked me, what am I doing for poor people? That really pisses me off because poor is a state of mind. And that's like a mind game. Like poor is not what's in your pocket. You're broke. What's in your pocket mean you're broke. But when they call you poor, that means you're mentally not switched on. There's nothing going on up here. And that's the problem in Jamaica. And that's why they always assign poor to a section of society, because the system is designed to keep you poor. The system is designed to keep you poor. But until you start pay attention to the system, educate yourself on how the system works, then what's in your pocket is irrelevant. Because there's nothing worse than when you feel like you are trapped in a system. Because we see which part people are take them life nowadays. Without a doubt, we know some mental health crisis. Whether you're the America or you're the Jamaica or you're the UK, mental health crisis is at breaking point. The world is at breaking point when it comes. But that only happens to people who is in a poor state of mind. And that's why a lot of people, so if me can tell you one thing, is never you take on the mindset that you are poor. You are broke. It's a big difference. What's in your pocket, that makes you broke. What's in your head, that decide whether you're poor. Alright? So fix your mind. Take charge of your life. Don't get caught up. I first say I come across, I fall up a year with the pan your bun for you do. Educational speaking we do, man. Educational speaking. Because as I quote the scripture, because Buju hear me say it and Buju love it. Buju said the Bible said my people are get destroyed because of the lack of knowledge. Yeah, we do educational speaking for the black kings them who want to listen. That's what we do. Educational speaking. Personal development, not motivation. So you probably have seen me for the first time, but for about 4 years now. And then put out people like me to the masses, because there's no other race it's more profitable to keep poor or keep the information. Because the Bible says my people get destroyed because of the lack of knowledge. And what's destroying the black race in 2026? We don't have the knowledge. We don't have the knowledge. We don't know. And it's what you don't know is holding you back in life. That's why you have to make it a point of duty to find out. From we were born with curiosity. Think about it. From every baby, me have a baby in my house. My son has 7-8 months now, and I just love watching curiosity. I'm not try to kill him curiosity. For me nowadays, that's why them say you can't find life I think as Sanchez say you can find him in the smile of a child. You know, I just love look for my son, and when he make a new discovery, a matter of fact, somebody, you know, there's more information out there now, and he's not sleeping at night, right? And when me and my wife, because she's the nurse, she said the reason why he's not sleeping is because his brain is developing, he's learning so much things. He's learning. Even the other day, him figure out how to climb the stairs at 8 months, and this big smile just wash over his face to say, shit, I've learned something new. And this is why if you ask me for the first time, we do a live on my other platform to say, how do you know if you have a young mind or an old mind? Because you have some young people, but them have an old mind. Me say it again. You have some young people, but them have an old mind. And when you have an old mind is when you not learn nothing. You not learn nothing. So if you want to me tell you this, man. Fred say, I first say I see live, man. Yeah, man. Me do another power of them live that we do on this platform, man. So because you either plan for live forever or plan for dead tomorrow, you know. So you have to make sure so you keep your mind sharp. And that's how you know, because you have some young people, but from them left school, them develop the vaccination of learning. And this is why politicians are get away with murder. This is why politicians, I think the other day me do a live on this platform, which part people say the police have bad mind. A big portion of Jamaica, a big portion of Jamaicans are wake up and say the police bad mind, the police bad mind. Everybody has said the police bad mind. And I'm saying to them, no. The police is not the problem. You have to go to the root of the problem. You have to go to the source. It's the politicians. The politicians go into the House of Parliament, bring the law to the Parliament, and put the law in place. The police are enforcing it. So these are some of the mindsets, some of the things me I get black people to pay attention. The information is out there. So if you reduce your life to bad mind, you trivialize your life. You trivialize your frustration. And come election time, you vote for the same people them who will make your life a misery. You vote for the same people them who will drive you out of your country. And then you so delusional now that you go and wrap yourself in a Jamaica flag and march in America. Say, oh, Jamaica is great. Jamaica is this. Jamaica. And you now say, no, Jamaica fail me. You know, say Jamaica fail me, you know. Because we are so brainwashed and conditioned to love a system that doesn't. It's like Sizzler said, then give us brutality for love. You want me if you tell you say Jamaica love me, when me know say if me never move from Jamaica, the life of me build, me couldn't build it in my own country. And you want me if you be the peanut boy at Jamaica. Where is the prosperity? It ain't better you be the peanut boy for America. Police force and army is part of the problem. Blessed love. They protect these criminals and society. Because the police have to do what they have to do. A survival, you know. All we have this built-in mechanism we call survival. Unfortunately, black people is always in survival mode. And when you think about survival, don't kid yourself. Them tell you upon the plane, so when you plane, if you need to put on your oxygen, you have to put on your oxygen first. So that's why enough of we always, black people always are put on for them oxygen first. So that's why we can't build generational wealth. We can't change our family fortune because we're stuck in a survival mode. Think about it now. You never ever look at foreign. Remember if you live a foreign and you might see a family mother and father dead and them pass on a house and pass on a will to them pitney, and them pitney, the sensible one them who them teach financial literacy might sell the house and put the money in the bank and or buy a next house and get. But black, we can't do that. Because we have to think about survival. We have to think about the black tax. We have to think that so we are only thing we pass to our pitney is charm and know if we stay alive. Why thought the police force crime out bureau? No, see me now why you come shift the narrative and say me anti-police. Don't do that. Don't do that. I tell you so when we come over here, we come to have literate conversation, intellectual conversation. We are not here to, we are not anti-police. As a matter of fact, the only time I speak about the police, the only time, now, without this police force, crime would be worse. So that sounds as if I'm saying that Jamaica should not. Jamaica police, the good ones, them are good. As a matter of fact, when we see a lot of videos with Jamaican police now, Jamaica police standards seems to be deteriorating. But at the same time, we have to give them credit because they are doing the best with what they have. Right? I'm never anti-police because you can't build a society where crime is out of control and people not safe. People's safety and security is of paramount importance. We can't have people out there who just want to deprive people of what they work for. And that's what criminals do. Criminals set to deprive you from what you work hard for. So don't you ever try to make it, because that's not to Marvin. No, please. Police officers, them get it right and them get it wrong. Accountability is important. And we would like Jamaica where the police them is a level of transparency, because we know you have corrupt police. But we know so that the politicians them are going at the House of Parliament, they write the laws so much that the police them interpret it or they feel like interpret it. We see a lot of people coming out and speaking about the unfair and the injustice about how the whole Road Traffic Act has been implemented. My heart hurt for Jamaica, been thinking, right? So we're never going to come over here and be anti-police. And a matter of fact, the crime rate has come down, whether we agree with the way how it has come down, but at the same time, Jamaica could not continue on the trajectory it's on. So what we are speak about, and again, let me say this: if you were listening to the live, we're saying that people were saying that Jamaica police officers are bad mind, and I will tell people leave the police alone, because you know the truth of the matter is 95% of Jamaica, a matter about 100% of Jamaica police are poor people pitney. And look how we are out. So put people in place, we're going to make better law for the police to enforce. Because we are not coming over here to bash the police. We are no criminal. We are no gunman. So when they hear me speak on the police, if you want me to repeat what I say, the only time I mention the police, and I'm going to say it again, I say it already, I'm not stop saying, a lot of police are poor people pitney. When you as a taxi man want to, I see it all the while, them want to kill police. Respect the police, carry out lawful order. I think I told them it's the police if you beat one big man. As a big man, as much as listen to instruction, carry out the order. But I guess because a lot of us feel like what the police is pulling us up for, we feel like that should not be a law. That's not the police problem. A matter of fact, you voted for the people. A lot of you see politicians come around on election time and see them as friends and see them as your equal. These people are powerful people. These people decide whether you love Jamaica or you try to flee from Jamaica. As much as you can see man say Audley Shaw, or you can see man say Darrell Vaz, or you can see man you can say Brogard, or you can see man you can say Babsy Grange. You see, once you mark your ex, you put your future in them hand. A lot of you put in your future in a politics. Should I work for 5 more minutes? May I work for 5 more minutes? A lot of you put in your future in a politician hand. And then you want to take it back from the police. Are you tracking me? This is Jamaica problem. A lot of you Jamaicans put on a future in a politician hand. And then you want to take it back from the police. You know whether people vote or not, they still will govern. No, you know, yeah, people vote. Jamaica have a democracy. Jamaica have 2 major party and it's one person, one vote. But again, a lot of people might abstain from the political arena. But if you abstain from the political arena, you have to blame yourself, because you have to live by the rules of those who vote. So I would, as bad as it might seem, I would say it's time for Jamaica to remove the whole partyism from election. And if I can give any Jamaican this advice, a time you move. If you have a party with your political team, party when the election finish. But sit down and listen. Right? Making you think they are. You understand? So I would say to Jamaican, a time for you step away from this whole big party. A time when you sit down and listen. A time when a time people come and you have people, so you might have a committee of people where I go as a collective to the MP and say this is what we want, and then the MP can listen to his entire constituency and say this is possible, this is possible, this is feasible, this is not feasible. But as long as Jamaican keep on a party, yes, that party true that we're referring to call, yeah, too much Jamaican think politics are just entertainment. It is not entertainment. And if a lot of them are wake up to the reality that, you know what, this shit isn't entertainment. Having somebody decide whether you can pay your bills, them, put your kids through school, provide for your family, have a future, have some, that shit is not entertainment. You need to come and sit down and listen to your politician. What's your plans for the 4th year? Oftentimes, Jamaica politicians them campaign on previous achievement. Very few politicians come and talk about the future plan. I will vote. I vote, but I vote. I don't vote off a tradition. I vote, but I don't vote off. Okay, don't vote off. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm a fact. And that's one of Jamaica big problem. Because you have a lot of them are participating in the political arena, but they don't know why are they voting. You need to sit down and listen to somebody. What's the plans for the next 6 months, 4 years? Where is the country? What are you going to be implementing? A lot of us still have vote because you love the color green, you love the color orange, and then you know and beat off the police. But yeah, it is ridiculous. Like seriously, come on, man. At time you have to understand the purpose of election is to govern. It is govern. When somebody want govern over you, you think an easy word. That's why when they say Jesus a govern over your life, you think an easy. It's political that control the police enforcement rules by giving the police very badly. But every action have an equal and opposite reaction. We have to stop give uneducated politician powers over our life. And never heard jail cry like this. No, but brother, listen, I want Jamaica here. No make them trick you. I want Jamaica. You never hear Jay-Z say, I don't want to say the word of the song, but go up on YouTube and type in OJ. That's on homework. Go up on YouTube and type in OJ. Jay-Z have a song when call name OJ. Because for some reason, the labor right them things say them above the PNP in a them country. But let me see if you know. Jay-Z have a song when him say, rich nigga, poor nigga, still nigga. You hear? So, whether you're PNP or you're labor right, you're still not in the political class or amongst the political elites. You hear? So, me now watch the labor right them. I always like to use this as it's a sad example, but a true example. And every time me have to say, Buju, rest in peace. Regardless of your feelings about her, because she never have to lose her life, right? But she lose her life. So that's the late they are St. James. Rest in peace. And I hope if you get justice, you get justice. Alright? But this is what me or Marvin said the other day. There was a girl that lost her life when they were protesting about the killing of a youth in a St. James. And then so but Buju, you know, she lose her life. The police shooting at the car and alive her, right? But me see Marvin at the funeral the other day, and Marvin said something. Marvin was like, you know, Andrew Holness, on the day of election, she was out there campaigning for you. She was a major voice in the get out to vote for the labor right. And I'm like, that does not insulate you. And I hope a lot of Jamaicans would have used that as an example. They don't care. Once you vote for them, once you give them the power and the governance, you see, once you mark your X. So this is why nowadays you don't have to listen. Because, you know, for me as a free thinker where I'm at in life, I see a lot of politicians still are campaigning about road and water. Jamaica is what, 64-year-old. 64-year-old. If Jamaica is a woman and can't get no young boy, unless he look like Lisa Anna. I mean, I think Lisa Anna look good. Big up Lisa Anna. But I don't think Jamaica is 64 and look like Lisa Anna. So Jamaican almost best. Jamaica, you understand where I come from? And Jamaican still, our MP, our politicians is still out there campaigning on basic needs and failing some people on the basic needs. You think saying that 2026 politicians supposed to come and talk about road and water when we live in a technological era? Answer me no, man. When we live in a tech where I laugh about Lisa look damn good right now. When I empty my piggy bank on Lisa, big up yourself. Anything mama sell me I buy. Alright, that's a commercial break. But yeah, me know, free plug. Go and go check out Lisa Anna. She's an entrepreneur. She's a good example for the big woman them, the black woman them. So she have her product. Go and go check it out. And we just like to support each other. You understand me? But for me nowadays, when me a politician and majority Jamaica, politicians still a campaign on road and water. How can Jamaica compete in the 21st century? We're supposed to talk about technology and we're supposed to talk about collaboration with the rest of the Caribbean and the Caribbean. So think about it. Too much Caribbean island and we could have come together and send up one satellite in a space. Look the other day, as much as Elon Musk racist, you still can't bite him to your bone. Because the other day, if I never for Elon Musk satellite, black people, what would I do when the storm hit we? What would I do when the answer me no black? So that's why I come for raise no consciousness. And I want to know if I want to raise son and daughter, I want to know raise them for know say it's okay to be smart. It is okay to be intellectual. It's okay right now, America and England. You understand me? So this is what we say. So as much as we say Elon Musk racist, suppose he never turn on Starlink down at Jamaica when the hurricane hit. Tell me no man. When I tell you say this is the black race, then I just say them have to keep the black race. Look how much country down in Africa. The big old continent in Africa, and none of them couldn't say, turn on the Ghana satellite or turn on the just one little bag. Too much, none of them can make one. It's a big work we have in Caribbean and Africa. But think about it. You know, amount of millions of black people in the Caribbean, and we rather they build up America and feel say, okay, we are do something good. So we are going to wrap up with Self Road now with Jamaica flag and we go. I'm going to take on a jerk pan and come off of the Bumbuckler Road, man, and go to sit on one side. Bumbuckler. More to life now. More to life now. More to life now. Take on a jerk pan and go sit down, man. See how they are dance up on a jerk pan and the same country running out of country. Same country running out of country. You know, if you go to America, go join a jerk pan down in America and come to say Jamaica. Now, come off of the Bumbuckler Road. Come off of the road. Let me not see 200,000 American and dance say America great. That then come like your ex-wife. That then come like your wife asleep with somebody else. And you will say, Lord Claude, the wife, pum goody man. And I know you in there. I know you in there. Come off of the blood clot. You know idiot. Gaddafi. But that's why Obama killed Gaddafi. Obama. But me glad Obama have to live with it. Me glad that's why I do one live one time and say when you're American president, you know if you be too old. Because Obama they live with the consequence of killing Gaddafi. And he know it. Obama do the most damage to Africa by killing Gaddafi. So what we do as black people? What we want out of life as black people? We have to demand more. Because the whole world will move on and leave us behind. We can't celebrate a little trip. We have to get serious now. A time for we get serious as a people and know what we want out of life. And know how we're going to accomplish it. And not trick ourselves and stop love a system when we love we back. Because in the idea, the poor people them when they dance in Jamaica, them not benefit from Jamaica. The poorer class of Jamaicans, when you dance in Jamaica, when you celebrate Jamaica, when you build Jamaica, them not benefit from Jamaica. Think about it now, man. Think about it. Right now, they must sell Jamaica. Right now, they must sell Jamaica. They must Jamaica for sale. And the other day, I see one sign up, one brother have one sign up a Roaring River. You know, Roaring River, when you talk about slave bush, Roaring River, and because them cut road past Roaring River now, black people now want Roaring River again, you know. My mother sing that song, yeah. Good, me come from Roaring River. If you think I lie me, I tell. Just look on the boot on my foot. You know what I mean? I see them put up a Roaring River. Don't trespass on this property because some development are come. And when me see they sell Roaring River now, I say, rascal, but we don't want Jamaica again. One video out there, me see the video with the big old sign up a Roaring River. Eh? It's a rat thing. Brother, listen to me now. We can't sit down and talk about white slave. We can't have 400. How much here now black people get free, so-called freedom. You have a tan pan crooked and cut straight. Black people see the position of the black race, you know, they don't nobody to blame but themselves. Ultimately, we can't blame nobody but ourselves. I truth. I the truth. But we seems to want to put it right. Because I see them talk about linking up the Caribbean with Africa now. So we have to just hope say that come to fruition. Now take up some amount of time, you know. Me now take up some amount of time. I truth. Because I not send call some amount. That's why I not talk loud. Because as soon as I start talk loud now, then the waste of space then come and the illiterate Lincoln pool then turn up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad me I close on my live now. I not send cause some of uno. Because some of uno just come on and understand the conversation. Some of uno want comment. Some of uno want to contribute to literate conversation and uno illiterate. Right? It don't make no sense. Oil and water cannot mix. Alright? So it don't make no sense you come with illiterate conversation that require literacy. Alright? Now me close out the live now. So if you are part of the diaspora community, yes, we can be proud. Yes, we can celebrate our being Jamaican, but we can't lie to ourselves. You know, we have to ask a question, right? Because why are we celebrating having millions of Jamaicans and Jamaica descendants outside of Jamaica instead of asking the question why Jamaican cannot create an economy and attractive enough to retain its own human capital? And those are the questions we have to ask each other, alright? And it's not a labor right, because some of you think say when you come you do me this service, because you want to say PNP, you want to say labor right. A two-party man, none of them no better. I love to see is a rebirth of Jamaica with a fresh party and a fresh ideology. A party where they'll put the future first. I now go come over here so because God bless Marvin's soul. A long time I no see him pop up on me for you. But I now come take nobody from one plantation car to the next plantation. I am like Harriet Tubman. Yeah, wise man say once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. So me nobody pay them no mind. Because them can't goad me into behaving illiterate. Because some of them will come over here and them try to goad you into behaving illiterate for them own gratification. Right? So we not depend that, alright? Big yardy boy, big time, and some we are lose our country. So enough for them the life to come see black people are gather in our space and have a conversation, because a lot of them used to what them used to. And what them used to is the bleach out, the chopper one them, the one them where I beg them. But me not beg no nothing here. See my brand this, you see it, I mean not tell nobody. But I my brand this, fully funded, fully everything. Me spend my money. Right, and if you want to know more about it, you can check out. You see my background and my brand. It's how a black excellence look like. So my life and no careless life, and no beggy life. And if you come by us and beg nothing. Yeah, in Jamaica, political party mean up Jamaican because they are loyal to the background. Yeah, them loyal to who them loyal. And them not loyal to the Jamaican people. They don't care. You understand me? They don't care. They truly don't care. So you can come over here and say you're a dieted labor right, a dieted PNP. I now get down there and fight with you. I don't come over here to convince you, because a man who is convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. So me can't come here convince you, say that, hey, listen to me, this happened to you or that happened to you. Or you can take charge of your life, or you can aim for a better result. Because if me convince you against your will, you're going to be of the same opinion still. Alright? So when me come, come for talk for PNP or talk for labor right. Because we know so them going at the House of Parliament the other day and them raise up all the MP pays and benefit, and them not only raise the labor right, them raise the PNP. You hear? A one set of people are feel it, and are the Jamaican people. You hear? And that we are going to say. And if you want to support the thing, check out www.topfarmware.com. But otherwise, we not come to take you from one plantation and carry to the next plantation. Here, and we not come for buffoonery. You can't say what you say, you know. You can't say what you say. And for that you hold on to. If that make you feel good and that make you sleep, you can't. Me not tell you. You understand me? If that you hold on to, then me can't come here come trouble you. You're entitled to your own opinion, but not your own fact. And the fact is, you don't know what am I. I'm a black man. I'm a Jamaican. That's who I am. I'm a Jamaican. Alright? So, you don't know. Blessed, if you support Marvin, support Marvin. As I've always said, one of the biggest tragedy with Marvin is pushing a political agenda. Jamaica need somebody who the system is afraid of. And the big tragedy did Marvin them box him in and them push him in. Because them say, alright, Marvin a PNP, Marvin a this, or Marvin a that. And Marvin should I just come over here and stand in at the middle of the town square and just speak for the people them from him heart. Because we know that they were afraid of Marvin, but they have sat down and they have calculated and said, well, Marvin a PNP. So anything Marvin say, we are going to throw cold water upon it and say, Marvin a PNP, or Marvin a criminal, or Marvin a scammer. But we no can't do that to me, so we can only assume. And you know what they say about assume. You make an ass out of you and not me. Alright? That way I go say. So you can't box me in, because I no come, and you can't say me a hustle up on TikTok, because I not have an agency. Me have over 50 agency. Every agency on TikTok message me, oh, we could represent you, you could make a lot of money. We no want no money. Because the Bible, me get the audience to the creator, and he say every money a good money. He say every money a good money. So me no want no money from TikTok. What me will do? Me will tell you, say if you want to support my brand, you can go over my website over www.topfarmwear.com. You can get a hoodie, you can get a hat, you can get a t-shirt. Alright, if that you say, you know nothing more to say. Me not go trouble, me not go block you, because me I go close up my life in 2 minutes. Alright. But yeah, but at the end of the day, the question we have to ask ourselves, would Jamaica be better off if more of those Jamaicans has the opportunity to build a successful life in Jamaica, alright? And that's a question we have to ask. So before a lot of us drape ourselves and bring our jerk pan and bring our so-called patriotism to the street, let's do it for the right reason. Let's not out there celebrating Jamaica greatness which we now participate in. Because if you're living outside of Jamaica, doesn't matter how great Jamaica is, you are not participating in it. Jamaica might be great, but if you are living outside of Jamaica, you are not participating in Jamaica greatness. And if you live inside of Jamaica and you're from a certain area, you are not participating in Jamaica greatness. Because every politician with a Jamaica a millionaire. Every politician. You don't have a politician with a Jamaica and they are not multi-millionaire. Some of them is to the tune of 50 million. Some of them is to the tune of 100 million. And I know me I make up the facts there. Some of them since they go in a politics of Jamaica and they go in the power of Jamaica, their wealth has astronomically increased, while the people are struggling. Go on, man. So one video, man, Roaring River investment investment is coming near you. Investment, and every investment, it seems nowadays investment in Jamaica equal displacement. Unfortunately, it's the truth. Because everywhere we see investment, we see displacement. Everywhere in Jamaica we see investment, we see displacement. Think a while ago, me somebody I on a different note. Me a young man I say used to love when Portia Simpson in a power. Because Portia Simpson used to drive around with food in a van, saltfish and all that shit and get it. Like, seriously? Like, a lot of us, and that's our problem. Our favorite politician give us a handout or give us a fish. That's our problem in Jamaica, you know. A lot of us, our favorite politician. You ever hear the 48 laws of power? You have to keep a man dependent on you. Because from the moment somebody become independent of you, you are no longer relevant, you know. Anyway, that's a different conversation for a different day. But before me came on a while ago, me hear a young man. Because yeah, some people nowadays, they make money off of YouTube, so then repurpose content, and the girl repurpose. She's like, listen to a video, and this young man I say, you know what? And the labor right, they mash up everything, and in luck, him glad how the labor right, them a feel it. Everybody a feel it. And he must say, Portia Simpson used to be good, because when Portia in a power, Portia used to drive around with food in a van. That's not good politics, man. That's not good politics, man. Politics is putting in things in place to change your fortune, you know. To help you to get on the property ladder, help you get a good job, help you get job security. And when we say help, they have to put the rules and procedures in place to make sure that investors cannot come to Jamaica and only extract your expertise without properly compensate you. So you can't just go work and get properly compensated. So you get paid properly for your time. So you are able to save some money. You are able to buy a house or buy a piece of land. And stuff like that. That's how politicians supposed to look after the people of the country. It's not about giving you one little bit of saltfish and 1 2 tin mackerel. What are you supposed to do with that? Of course. But unfortunately, Jamaica love when the politicians alone prosper. It come like most Jamaican, the politicians' sweetness are their weakness. Because the more richer Andrew Holness get, the more they love him. The more richer Andrew Wheatley get, the more they love him. The more richer Darrell Vaz get. So in Jamaica, this thing where they call him cuckold. Come like the white man, them, when watch a next man amount them wife and then get pleasure from it. Come like one big country a cuckold. Because the more, at the first country, the richer the politician then get, and the more no love them. If you not see me for the first time, big up for yourself. Me have to run left for now. Peace, building and prosperity be in thy palace. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord guide you. May the Lord turn his face and smile upon you. Alright? And remember, to whom much is given, much is expected. Alright? Yeah, man, that's how we are going to close it out now. So, if you want to see me for the first time, you can follow. And we say time and place everything. And every time I live, you know, I go want to hear my voice. But always I go try to post something of value and something of substance. Because the Bible said the devil come to rob, kill, steal, and destroy. But I come to give you life and give you life more abundantly. I want to leave you better than how I find you, alright? And educate yourself. It's called the game of life. Politics is a game. So you have to learn the rules of the game and learn who make the rules. Come like when you play Dandy Shandy. You got some people want to play dandy shandy fear, don't it? But you got some dirty people in the some little dirty pitney, they want to play unfair. And when the ball lick them, they say, you play sightings. Remember sightings? Yeah, man. I said, oh, you know, I say you have to lick them in their head. I make them go sit on one side and ball. Because sometimes, you know, some of them you play sightings, and when the ball lick them, they say, the ball don't lick them. You say, all right. You know, me will get you next time. I lick you straight in your head. Bust up all your mouth, you go sit on one side and cry. What you go say now? The ball lick you. So what you go tell them? Tell me the ball no lick you. And so politicians behave. So you don't have to watch them, you don't have to study them. Because guess what? It's a very disingenuous government. We make 4.3 billion Jamaican. And sit down in the House of Parliament and say, you are going. We want an extra 120% increase on that 4.3 billion. At some point, it start become governance and become extortion. And if you don't want to say me a labor writer, I don't want to say me a PNP, you can say what you want to say. But I'm a child of God, upon a mission here. Keep it on, doing the good job. Blessed love, alright? I promise you, me have to go run left here. So the question of the day, is why do we celebrate the size of Jamaica diaspora without having an equal and serious conversation about the condition that caused so many Jamaicans to leave? That are the conversation, alright? We have to stop love a system that don't love us back. Peace be with you and prosperity on the palace. And check out my website, www.topfarmware.com. That's all I ask of you.